Right, so let's go back to the northwest and focus on the troubled Ditsobotla Council. And Pule Letshwiti Jones, our reporter there, joins me now. So Pule, thanks for bearing with on our problematic connection. Just a bit of background. Ditsobotla is the council that has Lichtenburg, am I right, where Clover had to pull out, they say, because of the shocking state of the roads, the lack of reliable water supply. This is a very troubled municipality, and there seems to be a very big pushback against the newly elected ANC mayor. Tell us more.
You know, in fact, just a few seconds ago, when I was sitting behind me, it was the newly elected Mayor Ditsobotla just making her way inside council. But what we understand is that this municipality as well has been challenged by a lot of issues, including the service delivery. You've mentioned the issue of Clover having to relocate again. And of course, we do understand that last week there was protests from municipal workers after getting dismissal letters. But what we know, just a bit of background, is that last week, council within the Ditsobotla Municipality, of course, descended into chaos where there was a debate about the removal of the newly elected mayor, Ditsobotla. We understand that the ACDP brought this motion, seconded by the Democratic Alliance, saying that the municipal manager in the municipality was unfairly dismissed and that the mayor did not follow, the law, and that his removal of the municipal manager was, of course, unlawful. And while this is the case, what they're saying is that they are of the firm view that this motion would then have to succeed to try and have the mayor removed. But news just coming in now, we do understand that the motion was, of course, suspended pending a court decision that's expected to be handed down on Thursday, where the municipal manager brought a complaint and has now taken legal action against the mayor. But I just want you to listen carefully to what the ACDP had to say in terms of having to bring the motion forward.
One of the major reasons we are tabling the motion is that the mayor has usurped the powers of council upon herself. She has made herself council. She has acted on behalf of council where council has not mandated her, where the powers that rely solely with council, she has taken them upon herself. And she has also violated the Schedule 1 of Councillors' Code of Conduct, and that's what governs us and guides us as councillors. When you break the Schedule 1 Councillors' Code of Conduct, it means that you are breaking your oath of office. It means you spit on that oath of office and say, I didn't mean it. I was just playing, I was just joking. I don't take you serious. So the mayor is when it comes to the issues of law, she does not care about the law. She cares about what she wants to do and how she wants to do it.
So clear unhappiness from opposition parties in the ANC mayor, but the ANC does have a slight majority in Ditsobotla. So what are the chances of the mayor actually getting removed?
What we understand is that when we spoke to the ACDP, they say now the Speaker has actually told Council that that court case on Thursday, when a decision is handed down, it will have much influence in terms of how Council will be swayed in terms of having to actually now have that motion of no confidence against the mayor be tabled and taken into huge consideration. And while this is the case, we also do understand that the DA actually had about 5-minute caucus before you came to Bisale, where they were saying that they will allow for this court case to actually proceed on Thursday, where they will expect a decision to be made, and that's the only way that they will be taking forward when they expect a harsher penalty to be taken against the mayor. But while that's the case as well, they're expecting for the reinstatement of the municipal manager, in which they allege that his contract was terminated immediately, and they believe that that was unlawful. And while that's the case, service delivery continues to be halted in this area. Remember, the ANC has also had a lot of challenges just last year, where they had complaints about the lists that were rigged and councillors fighting each other. We also saw one councillor being killed during a protest. So there's quite a lot of political shaking within this province, and particularly in this area of Ditsobotla Municipality. And on Thursday, it will be crucial in terms of that judgment that will be handed down as to whether it goes in favour of the mayor or not.
All right, so they are adamant that the mayor has done wrong. Let's listen to what the ACDP said when you asked what they will do if the mayor is not removed.
It does not pass today. What happens is it won't be over, because the law requires that the Speaker must establish a committee that investigates the conduct of any councillor. So we'll be taking that route as one of the recommendations. Whether the motion passes or does not pass is still going to be part of the resolution of council today on the motion. That council must investigate the conduct of the mayor on what has been written on the motion and submitted in the motion. And council, after making an investigation through that committee, will recommend to the MEC, according to the law, what steps do we recommend for the MEC to take, because only the MEC can suspend or terminate the councillor.
All right, so Pule, the ACDP quite confident that the court will actually decide that the mayor must go on Thursday. Just looking at this, you know, it's easy to dismiss it and say, oh, another council in chaos. But is this possibly a sign of a council trying to revive itself and do the right things? What is the sense that you're getting on what is happening in Ditsobotla? Is this more of the same chaos, and we're just going to see this municipality deteriorate further? Or is this a big push to try and get things on the right tracks?
Well, what we understand right now is that actually police officials had been, deployed to come and assess the situation here to ensure that there isn't any chaos that descends within the council while in session. But what we understand is that we've seen how some of the councillors here from opposition parties, particularly the DA, when they held their caucus meeting on site, were quite frustrated about the motion not being heard today, and them having to wait for Thursday to actually have that court decision being handed down. But while that's the case, we continue to see the deteriorating status of the municipality as to the halting of service delivery as well. Quite crucial things that have to be passed during this council session, Sally. I tell you about the adjustment budgets, which looks into of course, the passing of money to various departments, which can then allow for proper service delivery to be tabled. But while this is the case, while council continues to collapse due to political squabbling, that's what will happen. There will be a serious pause to that service delivery that has to take place. And while that's the case, for now they are adamant that they will listen to the Speaker and see that she paves the way forward in terms of having a sensible council session, and they will not be taking any other word from there after Thursday, as like we've heard from the ACDP that they even looking at other avenues of having to approach the Cocta MEC to look into this matter urgently.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that update. eNCA reporter Pule Letshwiti Jones coming to us from Mahikeng, because the Ditsobotla Municipality had to move their meeting to Mahikeng over security concerns.